The objective of this lesson is to be able to use the COUNTIFS formula in Excel. And for other count formulas, I'm going to put a link in the description for the other videos related to count A, count if, count blank, etc. Now let's start. So COUNTIFS will count based on multiple factors, multiple criteria. So what does it mean? If we say equal COUNTIFS and we open the parentheses, you have criteria 1 range, criteria 1, and then you'll have criteria 2 range, and then criteria 2, and so on. And you have like more than 120 pairings like this. You will not use all of them, I am sure. Now, what is criteria? Criteria is basically the condition you are testing. You are testing a range of cells with the conditions. And usually this condition can be a formula or it will involve some operators. So I have put the main operators here for your convenience. The criteria range is the range you're going to check the criteria for before you start counting. And the most important, all the criteria have to be true or fulfilled in order for Excel to count the cell. So let's try an example and you will understand it better. So for example, I want all my Audis with a horsepower that is bigger or equal than 300. So what will Excel do when I will write the formula? First, it will check if the car is an Audi. Yes, for the first line. Is it more than 300? No. So that will not get counted. Next, it's a Mercedes. It's not going to get counted. I want Audi. Next, it's an Audi. It's more or equal than 300, so it will count 1. Mercedes, it will not count. Then an Audi more than 300, again, it will count 1. An Audi at 200 is less than 300, it will not count. So the formula should return 2. Let's try it. Equal COUNTIFS. Then you have criteria range 1, so we want the cars. So we select this. Criteria, I'm going to write Audi in quotation marks. Then criteria range 2 is what? Is my horsepower. Then I'm going to write the condition, which is above or equal than 300. So I'm going to use this operator, then the equal 300. I do the double quotation, close the brackets. So as you can see, I get 2. Now I've hard-coded the conditions. And again, for Audi, I didn't put equal Audi because Excel understands automatically the equal. But if I want to change this, first the Audi. So I can select the Audi, and instead of saying Audi here, I can select the cell that has the condition, which is Audi. And as you see, I get the same number. For the 300, it's a bit more complicated. So the first methodology is to delete this 300 here. And then after the double quotation, put an and select the cell. So what it will do, it will concatenate this symbol plus the 300, and then it will work. But my preferred methodology is to fix the cell with the condition. So you have the condition in one place. So in here, I'm going to say bigger or equal than 300. And then I'm going to come here to the formula, remove this, and just keep a reference to this cell. And then I have enter. And as you can see, I get the same number. Now let's try another one. Let's try brand different than Audi and horsepower less than 250. So to get this formula here, I have Audi. So I'm going to fix this. I'm going to say I want it different than Audi because I like my methodology. I'm going to use it. And here we're going to do less than 250. So we avoid hard coding it. We say equal COUNTIFS. What is my first range? It's the Audi range. So we select it. What is my criteria? We select the cell F364, which is this one. Then what is my criteria range 2? It's the horsepower. And what is my criteria? It's this cell, G364. We close the parentheses, enter. We have one car that is Mercedes, so not Audi, and less than 250. So if you see here, we have this car. That's why it counted 1. Next, we're going to have an Audi with a horsepower less than 300. So here I keep Audi less than 300. I fix this one to less than 300. Again, equal COUNTIFS, open parentheses. My range 1 is the car range. My criteria 1 is in this cell, 365. My range 2 is the horsepower. And my criteria is G365. Close the parentheses, enter, and you get two cars with a horsepower less than 300 that are Audis.